Yeah, and it'll grow bigger and bigger as the time goes on. Obviously, funeral on Tuesday, but there was a comment mentioned by the boys and earlier on as well that I think Steve McManus mentioned it as well, that even though he's suffering and at the moment he was always looking after somebody else. Like, even when things were going well as a manager, I remember after the cup final, Van Hooydenhout's goal against Airdrie, like the first thing he done was run to Paul, because he hadn't won a trophy for so many years, and it's a big hug. So he's actually thinking of other people at that time as well. So I thought that was a mark of the man as well. But no, he'll be touching, there'll be tears and sad hearts all over the place today.
Okay, back to the phone lines. Jim McKinley joins us now. Good evening, Jim.
Good evening.
Sad day for the Celtic family. What do you want to say to Willie?
Well, Willie, as I say, the trees here, I knew Tommy for Cuba Street. I'm an old Carlton man. See, I went to St Mary's and all, by the way, where Tommy mentor was a guy called John Rice.
Yeah, a name that's familiar to Willie, I think.
Yeah, he talks fondly of John Rice and his memories of the Carlton as well. But he never forgets. Tommy, everywhere he goes, like it was one thing he said to me as well at Celtic Park. Even new staff coming into the place, he always got to know their names. And he said to me, as manager of this club, you manage from the top right to the doorman, the cleaners. That's your job. Make everybody feel welcome. But even when you walked out, it's amazing. I'm terrible for names, and Tommy could remember everybody's names. He never forgot anybody.
And it's so appropriate that the Requiem Mass is going to be St Mary's in the Carlton, where Celtic Football Club started. Yeah,
I seen a little clip earlier on today where it's showing you the chapel and the stadium in the background, and obviously in between the pictures of Tommy, and it just it seems so fitting. The boy from the Carlton, and made it to where he wanted to fulfill his dreams, and he's going to be buried from there as well. So it's very fitting.
Okay, we're going to take a short break at this point, but join us again in a few minutes when we'll continue our tributes to Tommy Burns. Welcome back to this special Celtic TV commemorating the life of Celtic legend Tommy Burns, who passed away earlier today at the age of 51. Here's a look back in words and pictures at some of Tommy's finest moments in the hoops.
Johnston for Celtic. That's a fine pass to Burns, a great chance for Celtic for the third. Brilliantly finished.
Well, my earliest memories were Soho Street in the Gallowgate, just about a quarter mile from Celtic Park, and basically spent all my formative years there with a ball in the back court, just hitting it off the wall, night after night, day after day, just getting hours and hours of practice with the ball.
Next day to Burns, he's in position now for Celtic, and a brilliant goal from Tommy Burns.
My dad came over to me saying, "Hey, come on, hey, Thomas, this is Celtic you're talking about here." He says, "How would it be?" He says, "If you make the grade here." And the more I thought about it over the next few minutes, my head was swimming. I thought, crikey, how good would that be to be a Celtic player?
We're no geniuses in the game, but we know a fair wee bit, and we've got a lot still to learn, and we'll go and make it our business to learn that.
Like everybody else that supports Celtic, I think you learn quickly that winning the trophy is no about personal gain, it's about the joy that brings to so many other people.
And I think you can take it from that, the Celtic players and management are pretty happy.
But to be fair, I always try to look for the spectacular one rather than the simple one, but could do both, but there's always a wee bit inside you, a wee bit of arrogance that makes you want to show that you could hit a pass 40-50 yards, no problem.
Good control from McGarvey, that's for Burns. Won the ball to the keeper, and the referee has given the goal. That's Burns. That was magnificent. This is promising 4 against 3 now for Celtic. There's Tommy Burns. And that is a magnificent goal for Celtic.
What an opportunity to come here and try and put back into Celtic Football Club what I feel has been missing the last 4 or 5 years. Obviously, like every other Celtic supporter, I think every Celtic supporter would like a chance to get in and do things his way. And I'm not any different from anybody else.
I'd spent my 18 years, my entire life, playing, living a dream.
I've found some difficulties would be letting down the people that support the club. I'll tell them the way things are, and they'll always be the first to know. The supporters will always be the first to know what's going on in here. And I'll make it my business to let them know that.
I didn't see why I should, slide out the back door as if I'd done anything wrong, because in those 3 years I gave everything I possibly could have in very difficult circumstances that, and many of those circumstances people don't know about. So the one thing I wanted to do was go out through the front door, because that's the way I came in. So I'm certainly proud enough to walk out there, because I'd achieved a lifetime's ambition of certainly playing for Celtic. Manager was never even in my thoughts, so to get that was a way beyond my wildest dreams, and to live through the experience, which was a fantastic experience, although difficult at times, there's no doubt about that, but nevertheless sometimes the difficult things can be the best things. And then going there, and I would much rather it was people at the front door cheering me than people at the front door waiting to lynch me.
Hey, the shark has pretty teeth, dear.
I've never considered myself anything other than a supporter, but one that got lucky and was able to play there and be the manager. It's a way of life. It's what they're saying about Celtic, it's what this guy's saying, it's what the supporters are saying, it's about the next game, it's about the next cup win, it's about the next league championship, it's about the next European night. That is our life.
They begin to spread fancy white gloves, though, has my Keats, dear.
Yes, Willie McStay here with us to share memories of Tommy Burns and seeing maybe a different side of Tommy there, a humorous side. There was a humorous side to Tommy as well, Willie, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the interview there and the smile on his face, but I must admit Tommy's version's better than that one. I'm like the knife. If he wouldn't have made it as a player, as a manager, he could have been on the stage. He was just a fantastic entertainer, good singer, good patter, and he was good. But just looking back at some of the games as well, some that I played in, and like you saved my night one day when they scored against Rangers. That was the day I get sent off, so that's another one. Well done, Tommy.
OK, the Celtic fans are phoning in their droves. Tommy Donnelly has called us from New York. Good evening, Tommy, or good morning. Is it good morning there?
I'm over in Glasgow right now.
And what would you like to say to Willie, Tommy?
Yes, Willie, I had great memories of Tom. Tom is a very dear, long-time friend of mine. A great friend. I knew Tommy. I used to go on the team bus with Jock, the rest, when I used to come over and visit. And his last visit to New York, we had the most magnificent time. We took him all over the city. We had him in bulletproof jerseys, taking him through South Bronx, had him in a parlour, and he did his rendition of Back the Knife after I did New York. And the crowd over there just loved him. He was the number one man. And he's going to be dearly missed by the whole world Celtic family.
The fans clearly loved him, Tommy, didn't they?
Oh, he was a real gentleman. And so was Rosemary. She was a lovely, lovely lady.
Yeah.
Very close. I knew Rosemary from the society.
Yeah, I think everybody will be touched, Tommy, you're right. I'm surprised that you get singing first. That's not like Tommy. Tommy normally gets the first song in.
Ambassador of the parlour. And Tommy knew that.
OK, also on the line we have Catherine McNeil. Hello, Catherine.
Good evening.
What would you like to say to Willie?
My husband and I were married in 1996, and on the day we got married we were in the trophy room having our photographs taken because we had a wedding meal at Celtic Park, and I had popped round the door of the trophy room, and it was Tommy who said to us, "I've just heard that there's some newlyweds in the building and I've just come in to wish you congratulations and best wishes." And he came into the room and gave me a kiss and shook my husband's hand, and my husband said to him, "Can we have some photographs with you?" And until this day, on our wall, Pride of Place, is myself, Tommy Burns and my husband on our wedding day. And in the early days of when our child was born, my daughter Sophie, she used to ask who the man in the middle of the photograph was, and we used to